Mark, good to see you. Today's topic, have you heard of the rich person's Roth? Roth IRAs are one of the best ways to minimize taxes. However, there are some earners who just earn too much to qualify. If you're single, making over 161,000, or if you're married, making over 240. So today we're going to talk through an alternative for those high income earners, and it's known as the rich person's Roth, but it is not a retirement account. It is cash value life insurance, which also offers tax-free growth and tax-free withdrawals like a Roth. So let's just start high level. How does this work?
Well, essentially, with cash value life insurance, the contributions that you put into the policy have the ability to grow tax-free, just like a Roth. Now, it falls under a different set of tax codes, and you're absolutely right, because it isn't a retirement account like a Roth or an IRA. It is what we call a non-qualified, non-retirement account. So it falls under a different set of tax codes, but it is truly tax-free. It has a tax-free death benefit. And if it's funded correctly, obviously it can create streams of income, tax-free income and tax-free growth throughout our lifetime. And then ultimately, when we pass away, die essentially, that remaining amount that becomes the death benefit, which ultimately passes to the beneficiaries tax-free.
Mm-hmm. So these high income earners could also utilize a Roth conversion. Why not consider that strategy?
Well, I think when we look at this, we want to create multiple streams of tax-free income or different strategies. So obviously the Roth conversion would be part of that strategy. But here's a way actually we can use cash value life insurance, because we can accelerate the amount we're taking, let's say, from an IRA to get to tax-free as a conversion tool, and then ultimately utilize the loan provision to pay the taxes, effectively keeping our money invested and using the insurance company's money to pay that tax liability. So longer term, what does that do for us? Well, it creates more tax-free income. It creates a higher withdrawal rate. And ultimately, that can also morph into using it for long-term care.
Mm-hmm. So who should consider cash value life insurance then? Does it benefit more than just the uber rich?
No, I mean, if you think about it, like Bill Gates, obviously he can't contribute to a Roth IRA because he makes too much money. But also, most of his wealth is non-retirement. And this is where they say, yeah, it's the rich person's Roth, because that's the only place they can put money that they can grow it tax-free. But for people that have been really good savers and have saved a lot of money, they're going to get penalized down the road. It's called required minimum distributions. And many of those people are going to have to take out way more than they need. It's going to throw them into much higher tax brackets. And this is going to be a real problem if tax rates go up. We believe they are, and they will go up because we're in the lowest tax rates we've seen in 44 years. So ultimately, to reduce that, and removing money from that tax deferred bucket, this cash value life insurance allows all of us to be able to move that money over into the tax-free bucket and accelerate that while tax rates are on sale.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, there are no contribution limits with cash value life insurance, whereas with a Roth, right now for 2024, you can only contribute $7,000, which isn't nothing, but it's not a lot if we're really looking to grow our wealth.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, for some people, if we can incorporate a strategy where we can contribute to a Roth or a Roth 401k while converting the tax deferred to the tax-free using cash value life insurance and Roth conversions, that's the best of both worlds to do it that way.
Mm-hmm. And then last, of course, it is possible to use the cash value of these policies to create a stream of income, possibly for the rest of your life. That's a really big deal.
Yeah, I mean, the interesting thing here is once this is created, and we call it a life insurance retirement plan, and remember, we're not buying it for the death benefit, we're doing the exact opposite, but it's underwritten as life insurance to keep it tax-free under the tax code. So we want to put as much money as we can in this with the least amount of insurance, and then we want to be able to manage those costs, the cost of insurance, because they have to have some expenses. But ultimately, yeah, we can create any type of this income out of it. There's no required minimum distributions. And yeah, we could have an annual, quarterly, monthly income coming to us to supplement our Social Security, our pensions, our different things. and then really fill in that income gap.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Well, clearly it warrants a conversation with a professional. So, Mark, if somebody would like to talk through whether cash value life insurance makes sense for them, how can they reach you?
Well, they can call our office. It's 303-681-0113. And anybody on our team would be glad to talk to you. We can set up an appointment and ultimately help you develop your own tax roadmap.
Mm-hmm.
The other way is you can go to our website, mcgregorwealth.com. And there's a calendar link in there. If you want to do it that way, you can look at my calendar and we can set up either a Zoom call or an in-person meeting. And yeah, we'll start discussing this because again, tax rates aren't going down. They're going to go up and they are going to have a big impact to our retirement.
Right, right. All right. Mark, thank you so much for your time today.
All right. Thank you, Aaron. Have a wonderful day.